YouTube, or actually evening or whatever, wherever you are. But either way, today I'm going to do a little update on the bobber. I've not been too well, so I ain't been able to get on with what I wanted to get on with today. So we're going to do a little part 2 update on the old bobber project. Now I have done some work behind the scenes which I didn't video, but we'll run through that. And we'll get all the parts that I've removed already, and we'll see what the Scottish Georgie does there, because there's quite a few now. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for the weather to clear up a little bit. It's supposed to be alright for the rest of the day, and then I'm going to pull her out, and then we'll get to it. I've just ordered some shocks for the rear end so we can lower it a bit. I was bidding on some ape hangers for it on eBay, but I lost them. They didn't go for much more than I wanted, my maximum bid, but I'd set a maximum bid and I'd stuck to it, and it's what it is at the end of the day. I've done some modifications already to the rear end, and I've adapted the airbox and the battery box, and done some wiring work, what have you, which is only partly done. Like, it's not, yeah, don't get it twisted, it's not done yet. Yeah, I've got a seat turning up, single seat turning up today or tomorrow, which would be nice. So yeah, we got things are rolling, we got things coming in, and yeah. So I'm just going to chill out for a little bit, and then when we've got the bike out, we'll bring you back and we'll go through what I've done, what's still to do, and all the bits that I've ripped off already. Sad. Okay, so as you can see, some changes have been happening off camera, obviously. The biggest one being the rear section I've chopped off. Now I've removed all the wiring, and it's all there for the back brake light, the indicator, etc. Anything else here is only temporarily at the minute. I've moved, I can't remember what the bloody hell that's called, from there, and I've attached it to the back of the battery box now, out of the way, to clear a bit of room at the top here. I've got a little cone air filter coming for that today, so that's going to get adapted and modified. I need to go make something so the breather goes into it from the crankcase as well, or add a little filter to that. I haven't quite decided yet. I've removed the airbox from the battery box, which isn't actually possible. You have to cut it apart to do it, which is what I've done, which probably isn't the best thing to do for, I mean, these parts was probably worth something to somebody, but for now it'll do. It's mine, I don't care. So I've chopped that, I've moved some stuff, there you go. Now the old dent, I've spent ages with the 2 dent pullers I bought, and getting 0 success with pulling that out. It just looks a bloody mess. It's pissing me off. Now if you look closely at it, you'll see that it's quite a good dent, but it hasn't damaged the paint, hasn't put any creases in it. I'm kind of hoping we can get it to just pop out. That's a bit of adhesive from an adhesive puller I used as well, which also didn't do anything. So I've got to fix that, because it's a shame. Otherwise, if I can't fix that, then I'm going to have to buy a new tank, and the new tank I've already seen is over 200 quid, and it's got to come from Germany. So ideally I want to use this one. This is supposed to be a budget build. Now I was bidding on some ape hangers, but I didn't manage to get them. But I've since decided that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the underbars yet. So we're going to do the seat and the ride height at the rear first, then that's going to dictate what we do next with the handlebars and front end. So I think that's a fairly simple, sensible place to start. So that's what I've done. I literally knocked up that number plate mount when I was packing stuff away, and I don't like it. I don't like its position. I don't like anything about it. That's gonna go. It was just, like I say, just knocked it up to see. Yeah, it's out of a bit of an old weight bench, but It is what it is. But you get the idea of what she's going to be. When she's finished. So, you're getting the gist. Alright, so anybody who's interested, basically everything you can see in front of here is bits that I've removed off the bike. We've got the old rack that used to be on the back. This is the section of rear end that I've chopped off. I haven't capped it off on the frame end yet. I was going to wait until I get the welder. We'll do all the welding at the same time. Airbox, rear mudguardy thingy inside, the rest of the rear mudguard, the front mudguard, which is in very good condition to be fair. Mirrors, pegs, whatever that is. Yeah, our chain guard. Yeah, so we've removed quite a lot of stuff. We've got some sheets still here ready to do any welding and stuff that we've got to do. Just got to re-borrow the welder back to do it, because it's not actually mine. But yeah, I need to clear this out too. I need to store this a bit better because I've got like a tub of bits there, and I've got bits all around here. Excuse me. And I need access to this shed. This is no good. But for right now, I'm gonna remove one of these bolts out of the shocks each. We're gonna sit the back end down a bit and get a little looky, see what's happening there. I measured these this morning. These shocks are 12-inch long from centre to centre, top and bottom. So I've ordered some 10-inch long ones. They're black with black springs and just cheap ones. It's not carrying a lot of weight. The bike weighs 97 kilo, I think. Now even less. So we shouldn't be bad on weight. But I want to make sure I get the uppy downy right, if you get me, because we've got this much room here so we can lower it, which works out at about 4 inches. I did take the tape measures to it, but if we lower it that much, that tire's then going to be literally rubbing me Aris, which is no good. And then I don't know whether that's going to cause us problems with the swing arm. So what I've opted for is a set of 10-inch shocks, which is going to lower it 2 inches, which is ish, and that should give me a nice in the middle, because I'm not being funny, I weigh 20 stone as well, so when I sit on this, it's bound to squish a bit more and all. So rather be safe than sorry, I was going to go for 8s, but I thought no, let's go for 10s. So I bought a pair of 10s. So I'm going to get some spanners, I'm going to unbolt this, and I'm going to see what we can do with it. I'm also going to unbolt this as well and see if I can do something else with that, but we'll worry about that in a minute. First, get some spanners out. Okay, so that's the rear shocks unbolted. A couple of bits of wood propped underneath it to get a sort of idea of what I mean. And see how it's made that line lower between the tyre and the frame. Well, you'll see when I put it back together in a minute. And I've done my measurements from the middle of that mount to the middle of that bolt. That is about 9 3/4, so it's slightly, well, it's going to be about that much difference when I actually fit the shocks. But that looks loads better. It's put a wheel in a lot better place. The swing arm, it don't collide with anything that it shouldn't do at this height. It does, extreme like pushing it up, touch the bottom of that battery box, but that's not too bad because there's no saying that the battery box has to stay there. And I'm thinking about maybe building my own custom box to go on there. Yeah, custom starter battery, whatever box, all there. So, but we'll see how that goes when it comes to it. But yeah, you're getting the idea now. Short and bobbed and quite tall on the front. Now it is quite short on the front already, and I don't have anyone here to help me in a minute, so I can't really give you a picture of me on the bike. But yeah, I don't fit it at all. I'm 6'1" and a bit, nearly 6'2", and I weigh 20 stone. So yeah, I'm trying to get the back as low as I can, get the bars as tall as I can, maybe some forward controls, but not to start. I think we'll just run these to start and see where we go from there. But she's getting there. So what I'm going to do now is replace them bolts back in there, so then it's easier for me to wheel it around for now while we're waiting for the new shocks to arrive, and then you'll see how much of a difference that couple of inches is going to make. So that's a lowered shock shot, and I'll bring you back with a normal size shock. And there you go, standard ride height. And as you can see, that's a massive difference in height. Definitely lowering the back end is going to definitely give it more the look that I'm after, 100%. Now, although I'm using the centre stand at the minute, I think I might remove it because it's quite bulky, and when I'm done I'll only be using the side stand. But I'm not worried about that right now. We'll leave that as it is for now, because while I'm working on it, it's quite handy to have it like that. The wheels are another thing altogether. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I might end up just painting them black, obviously rust treating them, painting them black, because it's probably going to be the easiest and cheapest way to do it, but we'll see what happens when it comes to it. I might buy some new ones, I don't know. We're trying to be budget, so it depends what comes up within budget, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's that done anyway. I'm going to go and have a little mess around and see if we can find out somewhere better to put this plate. Still not fun. I think it needs to be mounted down here off that bottom shock bracket rather than up the top there. Yeah, I think that's right. For now that'll do, because obviously it's not going anywhere. But yeah, that needs to be down there, and then I'll be happy. The bloody number plate on it looks massive though. It's a legal one, so it's the correct size, spacing and all that crap, but I might have to put a 7x5 on it because that just looks shit. Pardon my French. Anywho, so that's the rear end back together for now. Just now waiting for parts, obviously, and then we can crack on with the rest and figure out where we're going. So it's going to be a short one, this it will seem. So that's you lot all caught up. If the wife turns up before I've edited this video, then I'll bump start it and drive it up and down the road a bit and get her to film it and add that on the end. If not, you won't see that till next video. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, all that. See where I go with this, whether you just want to laugh or what, or it's entirely up to you. Not really fussed. It is what it is, shall we say. Till next time, cheers.